Oh, oh, we're buffering. Great. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm doing a rare day pop-up, weekday pop-up. In fact, I'm not even sure if I've ever done during the week. Uh, yeah, I thought maybe I'd just come up. I gotta do a little promotion for tonight's show. So I said, why the hell not just do a pop-up while I do that? And and so that's what we're doing. Um, uh, don't have any agenda other than to push tonight's show. Um, we have actress. Hey, Timothy, long time no see, sir. Have not seen you, man. You missed some good shows, my friend. We've been cracking over here. Hopefully everything's good on your side of the on the fence. I am busy right now. I thought I'd do something a little different. See if I can do two things at one time, which I think that I can. I'm hoping that I can. Um, I'm going to be promoting our show for tonight with actress uh, uh, Angel Bradford. So the show starts at 8, and as everybody knows, and it literally will be at 8 o'clock. I'll come up. Normally, I come up at 7:45, but tonight I'll go up at 8 o'clock sharp because our guests will not be here till about 8:20. So um, that's the beauty of it, right? So, hey, Katie. Okay. No, no reason to apologize. Life goes on. That's the beautiful thing about replay. That's the beautiful thing about the live streams. And Katie's at work helping people. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, it is cold here in southeastern Michigan. It is 34 degrees here at the end of April. In fact, they're saying that we are going to be facing some record cold this week. It's supposed to be cold, a record cold, the next 2 or 3 days. I'm sitting here in sweats and a sweater, and I have a blanket. I have a blanket here. I have a that you guys probably yeah. So it is cold. So what I'm going to be doing now while I'm talking to you guys is I'm going to be promoting the show. In fact, I will be probably coming over to Katie's group first because Katie is here, and so I'll do that. So this is the routine I have to do every show. Um, I have a set group. I have a set number of groups, and then I go ahead and I promote them. Promote the shows inside the groups. And I've been very fortunate so far. Knock on wood. Uh, most of the groups that I'm signed up with have been very friendly and very supportive of us, and and uh, uh, and they allowed us to promote our shows and our guests in their groups. It is three to go. Wow, yeah. Makes you just laugh at people who just don't seem to understand the global warming thing, is right, Timothy? Greeting, North. Greetings. I'm just warming up here. We're just getting started. I thought I'd come on here for a little bit and do some promoting of the show tonight. We have Angel Bradford will be here. She has done a lot of fun horror films, and including signing up to do the Shark Exorcist 2 sequel, which we'll be talking about. She's done a lot of fun things in her career, so I'm sure she's going to be fantastic to talk with. Um, just awesome shows this week. Talking to Chris Loranger on Monday, And then yesterday, the mighty Josh DeForge came in from Running Scared Motion Pictures. Just an amazing guest, and you guys have really been supportive of the shows lately, and it's really reflecting and it's really reflecting basically in the quality of the shows and the guests. Hey, Stephen, how are you, sir? Great show, you guys. The great show you did yesterday on Doomsday Crypt. They had a Doomsday hosted Stephen from House of Horrors last night. That was a really fun show. Um, and I think you probably be oh, you're working too. Okay, that's right, Monster Dash. That would be fun. I'm surprised no one has done that. Thank you, Timothy. I really do appreciate that. I have to work my ass off for sure, especially with the guy sitting underneath you. You know, trying to catch him. Yeah, that's gonna be. That's right. You're gonna be doing. You are gonna be going on tonight with John and Kyle. That'll be a good show. And I'll bounce over there as soon as. Yeah, yeah. Did you see what I told you? I said you pulled a Hannah. You pulled a Hannah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I even tried calling you. I tried calling you to let you know that John was waiting for you. You know, it's like, oh no, that's the last thing a host of a show wants to be is late to his own show, right? His own guest spot. Again, thank you, Timothy. I really do appreciate the kind words. Um, it's been a lot of fun, man. It's just I could just slowly see it starting to come together. Gareth, how are you, sir? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I know I'm practicing getting up early because I'll be interviewing Ricky next week. In fact, a week from today, uh, I'll be up in the afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I will be interviewing Rick Malin, or Ricky, as known on the old AF Reviewers, and yeah, we're gonna chop it up next week. I can't wait. I think people are going to be a little surprised by the questions because Ricky is a lot more than people see him. You know, he's a really fun-loving guy, but if you read between the lines, um, he's a really good person, just a really good human being, and that's the person that I want to bring to the forefront. Um, like I said, I've mentioned this before that he works. He has a family. He's a family man. He's a husband, a father. He's a lot more than just a jokester that we see him. And I don't know. I just wanted to get to know that part of the man and show him off a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to that because he's definitely him and Pablo are their channel is definitely probably. I mean, on any given day, right? Like it's hard to say which channel is your favorite per se, but I definitely have to put OAS right up there. They make me laugh, and anybody can make me laugh is a friend indeed. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm going to start doing? I think Timothy. I think what I'm going to start doing with the next one is I'm going to start listing the art. I'm going to make a playlist. I'm going to make a playlist of the channels that are doing the Dollar Tree Theater. And so what I want to do is that way when you come over and watch my review, I'll put a link in the for the playlist. And there's other people that are also doing Dollar Tree reviews, and it's a fantastic series. It's fun as hell. I'm hooked too. I'm doing it. I'm hooked. Um, no, of course not. No, no, of course not, Gareth. We don't want to be all. We don't want to seem to be all serious. Of course, we will be talking about his fascination with chili. Though he did say that he probably is going to have to retire from the chili contest. He says the last one really messed him up, and he doesn't want to burn his. And I don't want him to do that either. I was really surprised when he said that he was going to come and do another chili challenge. Um, I thought he was just going to round up another group of people to do it, not him himself. Um, that was the first challenge was the funniest thing I've ever seen on YouTube. That was the first chili challenge that they did with Carlino Nine. I that was just amazing. Um, Pablo, him, and Danny and Tony. Oh my God! Jeez. Let's see. So let's see. So what I do now for promotions, because you hear me talk about that with the artists, right? That I'm always talking about promoting. So what I have to do here is I have to go ahead and grab my, I post it to my Facebook. I post it to my Facebook, and then I start promoting. I type in names. Um, I type up names and start dropping the links in there. So like I said, so far everybody's been very kind, very supportive, and I haven't been booted out of any groups yet. So I like to think a lot of people know what I'm doing. Because I'm not talking about myself per se. I'm not, it's not what it's about. So I think that they're very kind, and I have a core group. I have a core group of groups that I uh, do every day. The first, every time I start promoting, I always start with them first. Well, I missed that. I'm gonna have to go watch that. I'm gonna have to go watch your replay. Yeah, though, it's just really what it is. Is like I have to learn this too. Is I have to go ahead and you have to go inside some of these groups themselves and make an impression. To drop comments on somebody else's other channels, other groups, so they will let you come in. Um, let's see. Yes, Girl on the Mountain. I have to watch Girl on the Mountain, and then the director. Yes, I will be doing some more interviews with directors come June. Timothy, I'm going to be interviewing Sean Kane. I got interview with Matt Leo coming up. I got one with Joseph Galani coming up in June. Um, and hopefully, I don't want to say a name right now because I got to confirm it. But I'm working on a star who is we all will know her name if I say it, but she's sliding behind the camera. She's doing more behind the camera scenes, and I'm trying to land her an interview with her in June. So I'm trying to do some women filmmakers as well. I really enjoy. I really do. There's such a different. They see things so differently. Women film directors versus. Uh, hey, Backlash. Greetings, sir. That was a fun ride along in with you. I really enjoyed that. That was really kind of you. Uh, I like that. I think you do that every morning now. That was my first time with your morning drive. That was a lot of fun. I think it's really different to see how differently the women film directors see it differently from men film directors. They see the same thing so differently, and it's fascinating to talk to them about it. Hey, Mr. Bailey, how are you, sir? How is hot Atlanta? If you do have any warm weather in Atlanta, could you put a little of that in an envelope and send it our way? That would be awesome because it's like 34 degrees here tonight. today. Um, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I did not. I didn't realize you've been doing that for a while. Uh, yeah, there are. They okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So everybody needs to we need to all go we need to all go to Mr. Bailey's neighborhood. He's got the weather going on because we don't have it over here. Oh, it's 34 degrees here. Um yeah, I saw that you hit 1,000 already. Come on. Come on. Crazy. Congratulations on that, by the way, too. I'm just trying to get past. I'm trying to get out of the 630s. Uh, 61 light wind. Yeah, it's 34 and it's chilly. We're supposed to get record cold. And Timothy, you're right. I like interviewing the directors with and the artists that are up and coming. Um, talk about the movies that nobody really talks about. Generally, that's really what I love about the Dollar Tree Theater series is I actually can go back and talk about more mainstream movies that because I normally don't do that. I normally just stick to the indies. I don't do the big blockbusters or whatnot. Um, but I mean, since I started the series, I've been able to go back and do a few of these older, like The Day After Tomorrow or Garfield. I could do a little bit of something like that because it fits the format. Normally, you wouldn't see me review movies like that. Wow, that is really cool. Yeah, I noticed that you're at 1,050, and we're like, holy crow! I mean, you must have been. I actually thought maybe you were just catching catfish every time you were coming out, or a big ass bass. You're coming out those big honkers. You know, I would like to go to the a Braves game too, very much so. Atlanta would be fun. All right, let's see if I can. Wow. Yeah, you know what? I got a little boost myself past the 600 mark. I got a big boost, and then it sort of plateaued again. But you know what? I'll pick it up. It's you know how it is. You get stuck in a certain area, and you stay there for like a week or two. You can't move up or down, and then you start moving back up. So right now I'm looking to hit my 650 if that's what I'm looking for. I don't do the big numbers because that way you don't get disappointed. So I always look at it in groups of 25. Now I wanted to hit once went past 600, I wanted to get to 625. Then once 625 I want to get to 650. Small bites. uh and I put a new library haul up video yesterday too, which I think would actually be pretty entertaining. I, I think it's entertaining. And I will be mentioning Jessica today. I'll be talking about Jessica too. Oh my God, that's insane. Wow, that is really nice. Yeah, they're very loyal. I don't get, I don't, I only got like two or three of the Filipino community come by. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. She's in a bad way, it sounds like. I'll mention her during the pre-show. I hope it's something really easy that they can fix for her husband. I hope it's just something that's just, maybe it's just something twisted or something like that, and they can go in there and fix it real quick. Hopefully they don't have to go in all in. Hopefully they can just, you know, yeah, wow. And then what's more importantly is they all stayed. They all stayed, and they all commented. That's good, man. I'm really happy. You deserve it though, Backlash. You're one of the nicest guys on the tube. Definitely, you're definitely really nice. And I liked how you gave Kevin a shout out too. I didn't know your wife was Coastal Waters. I started following her. She followed me, and I followed her back. And I didn't realize that was your wife till I heard you mention it today. All right, let me go drop. Let me go drop this here for a couple more groups. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout. Well, I'm doing this. I gotta just give out some shout outs while I'm at this. Like my friend Marshall from Mellow Nomadic Adventures. He lets me drop off. He lets me promote it in his group. So Marshall, thank you so much. I always appreciate it. Never take it for granted. Grateful, very grateful. Um, let's see. Then I go down to. I actually go down to Dennis Mallon. He's got a private group that he lets us promote in. Sebring International Filmmakers Group. He lets me promote within his group. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it. Let's see. I already mentioned Katie. Katie does the same for me. Let's see. Our good friend Stephen Foster, who we have just had the worst luck as far as getting together for an interview. Just the worst luck. He got sick, and then I did a. He got sick 1 month. He gave me Lorenzo Leonard, who Timothy just mentioned. So he gave me a great guest. Um, and then I went. Then he wanted. We were going to do something in March. He wanted to ask March. I couldn't do March because I was doing Women in Horror Month. And then I came back and I asked him for April, and he couldn't do April because he's doing filming. I don't. I'm going to try to get him in June. And then I also have to see who else do I give. Oh, the movie Sleuth, and that is Christopher George. I gotta have him back on. Um, I want to have him back on. I know he's really busy, but I still want to have him back on as a guest. Let's see. It's been a whirlwind of a few weeks. Yep. Uh, you know what? Backlash. That's just all haters, man. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. You know what? YouTube does not allow that. YouTube does not allow people to buy subs. They don't do that. They will come back and they will take everybody off. They'll take everything. It's no, they don't. You can't buy subs anymore. And I know they keep trying. I mean, I noticed one thing. I noticed that once my Instagram started growing, oh yeah, they can be jealous. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All of a sudden you're blowing up and they're still stuck in at 200. It's just you got some really you got some you just no. No, I had our friend Crystal. Our friend Crystal actually, I did a collab with her, and she gave a boost to my channel. Holy crow! I got like almost 60 people from that. I didn't know where they were coming from. Now I just got to get them to come to the show. I got to get them come and get engaged with the channel. Yeah, TikTok. I'm not really a TikTok fan. I'm not really. I think that's too. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Instagram, or I don't do Twitter. I just think both those platforms are just not for me. They're just not for me. TikTok is just, from my opinion, my feelings, it's just so self-centered. Everybody wants you to look at them, but they won't look at you. It's like, look what I'm doing. I mean, and Twitter's the same thing. Um, I still have a blog. I used to promote my blog on Twitter, and like, here's a new entry. I had like 2,500 Twitter followers, and never got any traffic from that. Never, never, never. I just gave up on it. It was too toxic anyway. So, but congratulations on that. So one thing I got yesterday at the library is I got a copy of Scream 5. So now I have Screams 2, 3, 2, 3, and 5. I don't have the first one nor the fourth one, so now I have to start looking. I do think that it won't take very much for me to get the first one, but I have not seen the fourth one out in the wild. I just haven't seen it. Um, okay, let's go with four. All right, so let's type up that. I want to give a shout out to our girl here, Laura's Looney's Bin and House for Horrors. So thank you for that. I always promote in there. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. I'm probably gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to make a shout out video just to shout out my Facebook groups. See, I got so what I do is I type in a keyword here, and it brings up all the groups I'm in. So right now I'm doing the horror for horror groups right now, since Angel has done a lot of horror films. And that's the thing, you got to be careful about that too. You don't want to put like you don't want to, if you're promoting a horror director, you don't want to go inside of a flower group and put it in there. It just won't work. Uh, yes, Backlash on DVD. Ricky, greetings, sir. Greetings. Yeah, I'm just practicing. I'm doing a practice run for next week. See if I remember how to do this. Thank you for your kind words about yesterday's show. Josh the Forge is amazing, man. That's a great interview. That's a fantastic interview. He'll be back on sooner than later. Oh, you might have Scream One in the closet. So you're a movie guy too, huh? That's awesome. You know what? Why am I not surprised that you have horror films? I'm not really surprised by that. Do you have you know what? Did you know, Backlash? Did you know there is a horror movie called Beneath that is about a killer catfish? I'm not even joking. It's a movie about a killer catfish. This guy he raises up this catfish to go bad. The bad penny. I thought it was a bad pence. All right, let's go back. You see who. Got to put a shout out to our boy Derek from Halloween PDX, who lets us promote our stuff in his group, YouTube Horror. So I'm putting putting it down there. So I gotta say thank you to him. Of course, our main boy John, aka Doomsday Crypt. He is a must. So I get to promote there, and he promotes his channels and his activities in our group, which I'm glad. I encourage that. I really do. I really encourage people to, even though it's supposed to be about the Midnight Society, but you know what? I want people to be able to promote themselves. Yeah. Well, I tell you one movie she wouldn't have been laughing at. She wouldn't have been laughing at that Redwood Massacre. That's for sure. She would have been like, "What?" Um, yeah, it's a fun movie. I think it's on. Actually, I want to say it's on YouTube. It's called Beneath. It's about a guy whose kid gets killed, and he gets revenge on the kids who killed him by creating an attack catfish. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Uh, I don't know. If you put a giant catfish the same size as if you put a giant catfish the same size as a great white shark, that would actually be a pretty interesting little tussle. Um, what's the most have you ever been bitten by a fish yet? Backlash? You ever been or pricked by one? Like catfish have those whiskers. I know bass are they're pretty bitey. Have you ever been bit by any fish that you've caught? And speaking of too many times. And speaking of Dollar Tree Theater, I just found out when I was at the library yesterday. We have two local stores by me. One's about a mile away from me, maybe a little over a mile, and then there's another one 2 miles up from there. So there's two stores within like a 4 mile radius of me, and those are the two stores I go to shop for Dollar Tree Theater. My Yeah, I've gotten stabbed by a catfish. I got stabbed in the knee. That was not fun. That hurt. Um, they're opening up a big Dollar Tree, a big one, like the twice the size of the one I currently shop at. It's like big, and they're working on getting it opened up, and that's only going to be about 2 miles from me. So come Dollar Tree ways, I'm gonna have three stores to choose from within like within like a 6-7 mile radius. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Oh man, no, I didn't have a catfish do that, but I had a cheetah. I had a cheetah put his claw into my hand, and I had 23 puncture wounds in my hand. The dying breed. Okay, are you gonna review it, Ricky? You haven't done a review in a while. Oh my god. Yeah, I put peroxide and neosporin on my back of my hand. I got a scar from one puncture wound. It was very weird watching you. Wasn't it? Wasn't it weird? Did you? I mean, when you watched it happen, Were you just more fascinated by the fact that it was actually happening than it actually did? That it didn't hurt so much. Top unknown found footage. I highly recommend. I highly recommend Cold Ground. That's a great one. Um, Greetings, John. I haven't seen you for a minute either. How are you, sir? We do have some great shows. If you want to watch on replay or listen to on replay. Um, and what I did too, what I have done too, is I have broken down the interviews into sections of 25. So, like before, I had just one massive list. What I did was I made each one like I 1 through 25, 26 through 50, 51 through 75, etc. So they're smaller playlists, so now you can actually find something a lot quicker. Hopefully you yeah. Yeah, this is the first time I've done something this early. And it's a pop-up, so I don't. Yes, Ricky. Yeah, I thought so too. Yes, you are, sir. And no pressure, John. No pressure. Like I said, we all know everybody's busy. I don't expect everybody to drop everything to come to my channel. That's though there are people that are like that, unfortunately, but I'm not one of those. I mean, life comes first, family comes first. I mean, this is just for fun. This is something you do when you have the only thing I really love about the YouTube, and I have to say, in doing what I'm doing for the interview show is it truly does play off like a podcast, um, which means you could turn it on and you don't have to watch it. You can just listen to it like a radio show, which I really do enjoy, and I think it really helps out the channel. When you talk about reviews, a lot of times you're using visual aids, like posting pictures up and whatnot. That's sort of hard to do if you don't have access to it. Yes, you're gonna be here next Wednesday. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday. That will be a lot of fun. Oh, thank you for hanging out with us, Backlash. Thank you so much. I'll be looking for your drive home this afternoon. Definitely will. And we let me go back. I gotta put in a nightbot on here. I gotta ask Kevin how do I get a nightbot in here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think they come at you with a straight jacket. Well, just tell them to come over and see the cheetah. The Like the cheetah, he made an appearance yesterday. He's been hamming it up. Oh man, that sounds good. Holy crow. You know what? That sounds really good. I think I'm gonna have fish. Wow. I went fishing at Lake Meyer. I think you know what, Ricky? I think there will probably be a few people to come out and watch you. I suspect we'll be seeing Gareth. We'll be seeing Vosbin. We'll be seeing the Queen and her King, Danny and Tony. I think we'll see a lot of support from your side of the pond. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna beat me. I'm just doing the Gordon's Fisherman. I do the fillets. I'm not much of a cook, but it does sound good. Well, he's been watching those really bad movies. I mean, really bad movies, and so I've been helping him out with some suggestions. Oh, Lake Costco, that's a good one too. Man, what do you usually use what do you use for bait at Lake Costco? I put a little bit of a Visa. I put a little Visa or MasterCard on my hook before I toss it in. Yeah, we're not fishermen, that's for sure. Um, well, speaking of fish, I got to mention this because I'm so excited to talk to her about this. There's other things we can talk about too, but this one really caught my eye. So we'll be talking to Angel. Actually, I'm not sure if it's Angel, if she goes by just Angel Bradford or Angel Nicole. So we'll ask her. Uh, she's got a ton of credits coming up. Oh my God, she just her schedule looks like Eric Roberts. I mean, she's got so many things that she's filming right now, and she's got upcoming. Salmon and chili and lime is your favorite. Wow, that's really good. Well, are your rivers good enough to eat out of though, Ricky? Well, except for the toms. I know the toms is like, yeah, you're not catching anything out of that, or eating anything out of that. But do you have like rivers near you that are clean? Oh my God. You're not kidding, Timothy. No, you're not kidding. Um, I filled up my freezer. I filled it up. I went ahead and did it. It's absolutely insane. And we still got open spots on our shelves. We don't. I mean, there's still, especially frozen food. Man, oh man, it's hard. It's hard to shop frozen food. It's all gone. Scotland's the best place for that. Okay. Yeah, we still are, our prices are still high, and we still have holes on the shelves. Fenton, Fenton, Fenton. Uh, yeah, it's I think he got you too, Ricky. Oh man. Upper class cool. All right. All right. I can understand that. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna put out a few more posts here to promote Angel. Yep. So yeah, I have found that the groups are they're absolutely crucial to make to make your show it's hard as hell to promote here in the tube. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, this is fun. This has been fun. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I just wanted to come up there and talk a little bit, say hi. Glad you guys all came out. We will be here tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll be here at 8, not 7:45 like normal, but we'll be here at 8 o'clock. And Angel will be with us about 8:20. So if you guys care to share this out, that'd be awesome. Um, that would be awesome. Tell your friends. Um, we got I'll go over the calendar with you before I go. So we're doing something different this month in May. We are we are actually doing a community centered month, um, which means we're going to talk to a lot of folks from a lot of folks here in the YouTube community. So, but the fun starts on May 1st. Um, Thank you, sir. Have a great night, Ricky. The action starts on Sunday, May 1st. We have the Midnight Society. Our co-host, our co-pilot Al Ducard is going on vacation for 2 weeks, so we had to put our Friday the 13th deep dive on hold until he comes back. And so for 2 weeks, we got to talk about something else. And I think I already know what we're going to be talking about now. So the first movie we're going to be talking about is Fist of Legend. Fist of Legend. We're going to be talking about that uh, on uh, on May 1st. May 1st, we'll be talking about Fist of Legend. I'll be joined by Echo Zero for that show. Uh, if you're unaware of what Fist of Legend is, it's Jet Li's homage to Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury. It's I don't want to say it's a remake, but it's a homage to it, and it's an excellent film. It's my favorite Jet Li film. It's so badass, and highly and we're gonna go in on it. So we'll talk a little martial arts on May 1st. Um, I'm not going to mention May 8th yet because I want to confirm a couple of guests for that show. Once I got them on board, if I get them on board, then I'll mention it. I think it'll be a really good film, and I hope that we'll get some good guests for that. All right, so May 3rd, Tuesday, May 3rd, we have our friend Greg from Fit for Fitness. Will be Fit for Expedition. I say Fit for Fitness. Uh, Fit for Expedition will be here with us. He's a van lifer. Him and his wife are building out a box van, and they're going to be hitting the road and living in the van. So they're working on that, and they'll be talking to us about their journey. Of course, oh, uh, uh, Charles, you're still here too. Thank you for staying around. Um, May 4th, of course, our very own Ricky here will be with us at 2 p.m. On May 5th, we are stepping out a couple of times, going back to the regular format. We will be talking to film director Rich Ragsdale. He's a film director. He's also an artist, a very good artist too. He does a lot of political art, and he has just released a new movie on Well Go USA called The Long Night, which stars Jeff Fahey, Deborah Kara Unger, and Scout Taylor Compton. So we'll be talking to him about the movie on May 5th. Saturday, May 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We are stepping way out, but happy to do so because we are welcoming in actor, songwriter, and writer um, Paul Green. Paul Green was well known for his work in Hallmark movies. He's done like 7 or 8 Hallmark movies as the leading man. He also does a podcast. He's a writer. He's a singer songwriter. He just released a new record called Long Way Home. Um, he starred for 5 years on When Calls to Heart. He's really incredibly busy. Uh, I would almost say frenetically busy. And we'll talk to him about that as well. He's got so much on his plate, and I gotta tell you, if he didn't have the best damn assistant helping him, there's no way he could keep those plates spinning. And I'm saying that right here for the record on the air that Ruth Hill, you are an angel, and you're worth your weight in gold. So just want to let you know that. So that'll be at 5 p.m. On Saturday, May 7th. Don't know anything about the 8th yet. So on May 10th, we are welcoming in Ava Potterfield and her husband Doug. She is a YouTuber and she is fantastic, and they're definitely they're YouTube's version of the Captain and Tennille. Now, if you don't know who the Captain of Tennille is, though Charles does, um, go look them up. I'm sure they got clips on the tube, and there are versions of the Captain and Tennille. Um, and so we'll be talking to Ava and Doug. Well, we'll be talking to Ava, but we'll be listening to Doug play because not only does Ava do a morning show every morning at 9 a.m., but on Friday nights they go live and they play music. Uh, Ava plays the fiddle, and Doug plays guitar and bass, and so it's a really fun time. And I really enjoy Ava. She's really and she loves horror films. She loves horror films. So on the 11th of May, we are welcoming in with special co-host. Technically, right here, I'm pretty sure he's going to make it. I'm sure he will. We're welcoming back special co-host Kevin from Tuber Chat, as we are welcoming in our favorite coyote, Tiffany from Tiffany Wears T-shirts. No, she's not really a coyote, but she has tattoos of one. Um, so we'll be talking to Tiffany about her life. She's definitely one of the most interesting people I've met on the tube for sure. Um, she's so much. She really is. She really is. Maybe if we had a Ricky here in America, it would be Tiffany because Tiffany is so much fun. She really is. She's so much fun. She's very supportive. She's very loyal to her friends, and she's really sweet. She's a real sweetheart. I really do. I really adore Tiffany. She's a lot of fun. So she'll be here with us on the 11th. We'll be talking dogs, cats, roadrunners, and coyotes. And then on the 12th of May, we are welcoming in our good friend and welcome back. Sort of like a welcoming back party. Our good friend Heroic Waffles will be here with us. He had to take a break from the tube from the movie side of the tube for a while. He had to recharge his batteries, but he's back, and so we'll be talking to him about what he did during his hiatus. We'll be talking about boutique films. We're talking about how to find good bargains. What movies are worth your time and investment. He knows all that, and we'll be talking to him about that. And he's also a family man as well, so we'll be talking about how he likes living in New Jersey, and he's all around one of our favorite people, and he definitely has the best channel name. And so we're really back. We're really glad to see him come back with it. The 15th of May, Sunday. sees Al Ducard return, but we'll be here on my channel for May 15th as we resume our Friday the 13th with on the Midnight Society. We'll picking up our Jason. Let's see. Let me take a deep breath here. We're resuming our deep dive on the Friday the 13th by looking at Jason X. That's my favorite movie in the series, and we'll be talking about Jason X on the 15th. All right, on the 17th of May, we are welcoming in our good friend Mr. Dan in Horror. He is also a fellow YouTuber, a horror channel. He's a great supporter. He's everywhere. He's done a lot of live streams. He's also doing Dollar Tree Theater, which I've absolutely enjoyed. Actually, Charles is doing it as well. Charles Cochran in here. They do a fantastic job. I love the selections of movies that they pick to talk about. And so he'll be here with us on the 17th. On the 18th, we're doing two shows. We're doing two shows on the 18th for sure. We are welcoming the lady I mentioned earlier, Crystal. Well, her and her friend Jamie, or I should actually say sister, because they're more like sisters than friends. They do a show every Wednesday. In fact, their show will be starting in about 18 minutes, which means I got to hurry up because I don't want to miss it. They'll be with us on the 18th, and what they do is they have a show at 12:30 every Wednesday, and they talk about life and relationships and what's going on in the world. They put a special emphasis on mental health awareness, mental health, taking care of yourself. Well, we are taking over their spot on the 18th. They normally come on at 12:30. Well, we're kidnapping them for an interview. So that will be on the 18th of May at 12:30. 12:30. That's the earliest time I've ever been on, but we're going to be here on 12:30 on May 18th. So and it will be a fantastic show, I guarantee it. That night we are going down to talk to our good friend Nye from B Movie Badness, and also a co-host of Scream and Spirits, and she'll be coming on to talk about her channel, and talk about our favorite bad B movies. That'll be a lot of fun too, because I have a feeling her and I have to see a lot of things the same way. I think we're gonna have a lot of laughs, a lot of joy, and it's gonna be really fun to talk to a lady in horror, to talk about how she collects and what scares her and all that good stuff. I already know that she got scared by Ouija shark. Karen told me that. And then on the 19th May, we are welcoming in our good friend David Newton. Definitely one of my favorite people on the tube for sure. I don't think he realizes how much he is. He is one of the guys from the Coast to Coast, along with Cody, who we'll be talking again. We'll be probably talking to Cody in June. I'm getting everybody on Coast to Coast. Hi, Michelle. Hi, our good friend Michelle. I see. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I had the pleasure and the honor of interviewing Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son. She came over and graced us with her presence and had an outstanding show. In fact, she's one of the first community members I got to interview. So I'm very grateful for that, and gave me confidence to go ahead and do more of these. So thank you for that, Michelle. So David Newton is a Renaissance man. He is a musician. He's a singer. He also collects vinyl records. Thank you again. Thank you, Michelle. We are. He also a co-host of the Coast to Coast stream on Saturdays, and for the longest time, and I do think it is going to be making a comeback, but for the longest time for a live stream, David had the best background. a background is like when you're doing a show. Like if you look at me, I'm just sitting in front of a camera. You can see my overhead light. If I have my camera on hitting me straight on, you see the back of my closet. So it's pretty boring stuff, right? Well, David, he had Art the Clown from Terrifier, and he also had a large size Sam from Trick or Treat. And Sam was always staring over his shoulder. Every week he come onto the show, the Sam would be right there. It's like it was the coolest thing to see. Um, but Sam had to take a vacation, but we're thinking that he might be making a comeback sooner than later. And if he does, I can't wait. But we're going to be talking about David, about his state of horror, why Silence of the Lambs is the king of the mountain for him, um, and what makes Art, is Art the Clown, is he worthy? Is he worthy of horror icon, being a horror icon with Michael, Jason, Chucky? So we'll debate that. We'll talk about that. Um, personally, I think he does. I think Art the Clown is pretty. Yeah, let's put it this way. I think he's more scarier than some icons, for sure. He It's just a shame that it's taken so long for Terrifier 2 to make it out here. Uh, so we'll be talking to David, and then on Friday, the May 20th. So normally you guys wouldn't see me. You wouldn't see me at all. I would be, as soon as my interview with David would be over with, that would be it. But this year I decided uh, to just try to live through the 20th the best I can. And so I invited my sister to come out and hang out with me. So me and my sister Rose are going to come out and hang out and talk on May 20th. And of all the shows in May, this is the one that's most personal to me. So, and if you ever wanted to know who I was a little bit, if you haven't know already, or if you don't even, I mean, if that's you to even care, right? But that's the show you probably want to tune into. That's gonna be it's gonna be really it's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting. And the challenge is for me is actually to make it through it without losing my shit. Um, but you get to meet my sister Rose, who's also a creative. She's a voracious reader. She's just a wonderful person, and I love her, and I'm so glad she agreed to come talk to me. So I get to interview my sister on the 20th. On May 22nd. God, I'm doing the whole calendar. I am doing the whole calendar. Okay. May 22nd, we had traveled back to Al Ducard's cave, because he is a vampire bat, as recovering Freddy versus Jason. He gets to host that one. It's the most popular movie in the franchise, and we're going to be talking about that on the 22nd. And then May 24th, we welcome in singer-songwriter Emotion. I can't wait for that. He is a good singer-songwriter. He's a little bit of soul, a little bit of blues, a little jazz, a little pop, and he has his own music, and he's really a nice guy. He's very talented, and I'm telling you that from my personal opinion. I don't have very much things I can sit there and say that I can stand on, but I'm telling you now, my ear tells me that he's a great singer songwriter, and my ear's pretty spot on. So that'll be at 8 o'clock, and then on the 25th, we step back to our regular format. We welcome in actor producer Richard Scott at 8 p.m. And then we go back to the community and we welcome in someone who I've been wanting to get on the show for a while now, and I'm very grateful that he agreed to come on. And that will be our second member of the Cinema Squad. We interviewed Anthony from Dreamland Theater. We were talking to Sean from Lost in the Real, and he'll be here on the 26th. And we will be talking films. And yes, there will be some A24 IFC Midnight IFC Films talk, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I really admire Sean. I really like his eye. I like it. I like how he describes the movies. Uh, if I want to be a critic, if I want to be a critic, I want to be more like him. I like how he does it. I like the style. I like his delivery. He's probably the best reviewer that I've seen out here in the tube. I mean, reviewer wise, how to explain it. He's definitely probably the best, in my opinion. So he'll be here on the 26th, 8 o'clock, and then on the 27th we step back out again. Um, we are welcoming in probably the biggest guest wise show I've had. We are going to bring in the cast of St. Mary's, the School for the Stigmata. It's an audio drama, and it is being produced and by Laura Hunter Drago and written by Samantha Mocker, who did To the New Girl. And this is their new project right here at St. Mary's. So we're invited them back along with the cast of the show. So we're looking at possibly 10 people, nine cast members and myself on Friday the 27th. I hope that I hope it works. It will be it's insanely fun if it does. And then on the 29th, wow, I can't believe I've done the whole calendar. And I still have people watching me. That's insane. Um, on the 29th, we are debuting our full new lineup for the ISC Midnight Nights. Our full new lineup, and it is going to be, of course, led by our good friend Cadaver Club Ben, myself, and the Cheetah. Uh, the lovely Mary Wilson will be back. And then our two new knights will make their first debut, and that will be David from David's Horror, who I just mentioned. And then our good friend Mike from an American Werewolf in New Jersey. He'll be joining us as a knight as well. So we're going to have five of us up here talking about some seriously good movies. Seriously good movies. Movies that you guys haven't really heard of, but you will. And that will be on May 29th, and that will be it'll probably start at 7:30. I'm hoping that we can stay within 90 minutes. Otherwise, Al will be mad at me. But that's going to be we're going to be talking about The Nightingale, Jennifer Kent's follow-up to The Babadook. So if you watched or heard of The Babadook, The Nightingale is her second film. It's her first film after that, and it came out on IFC Midnight. So that will be on the 29th. And then uh, on my channel, we'll be back for Friday the 13th. We're doing something a little different, but you'll have to come out to see what we're doing. I don't want to say it here now. I want that to be a little bit of a surprise, but it's something that nobody hasn't done yet. And that will be here on my channel. And then after that, we only have one more show to cover. The last show of the month, May, the last show of the month, we're inviting our good friend Ken from Mid Level Media will be here. Now, Ken's channel is absolutely insane and bonkers. That guy probably is the ultimate collector on the channel in our community. And he is a relentless hunter. He buys some incredible films. His collection is massive. It's so organized. It's so clean. Um, but he's very supportive of us all. If you're into the film collecting community, he is your man you want to talk to. If you want to know, I mean, he truly is. We have a lot of good voices in here, like Waffles and Dan from Reject Films, Joe the Horror Man, Horrific Nightmares JM. There's a lot of true great collectors out there, but Ken puts it to a whole new level. It's insane. And he goes hunting. He's not one of those guys that just goes to the store and buys it just because he can. He goes hunting. And I respect that. So he will be here. He'll be our last guest of the month on May, our last community guest. So as you can see, if you were listening on the replay, we have an awesome month coming up. May is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of good community members and a nice mixture of both. We got some stars coming in, some film directors coming in, a massive radio drama cast coming in, and of course my sister. Um, so yeah, so that's what's coming up in May, and of course the Midnight Society every Sunday, the IC Midnight Nights, the last Sunday of every month, and yeah, uh, I want to thank everybody who hung out with us. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I want to go over there and listen to Crystal and Jamie, and I have to promote my show still and cook my dinner. All right, you guys, stay safe, and yeah, thanks for tuning in and thanks for hanging out. Peace.